Here we are, South Philadelphia. There he is. There's Gritty. This is Passyunk Ave. It's a pretty little street here in South Philadelphia, home of no parking, also home of the mafia. If you watch my YouTube channel, you may notice that I do talk about the history of Philadelphia, but one history you'll never hear me talk about is mafia history. People always go, Captain, why don't you talk about the mafia? And I always tell them, that doesn't exist. Mafia is a name given up from Hollywood producers. And also, I live around these people. And God forbid I misspoke and I used the last name. I talk about Carmine Gabagoo. And then, see, I feel bad that I even said that. Now I feel like so that's why we don't talk about the mafia. By the way, if you want to watch the mafia, may I suggest check out Gentleman Joey Marlino. See, now I'm nervous even talking about the man, but he's the nice man. Very, very good handshake. I met him once. It was terrifying because you don't want to say the wrong thing. Anyway. We're going to stop talking about such things, and we're going to figure out where the hell are we, because we're going to go to the Italian market. Are we on 11th Street? This looks like where you park for Richie's Hoagies. This is where I start complaining. There's no parking near this damn place. You got to back into a certain way. There's no parking anywhere in South Philadelphia. That's why I never go anywhere in South, besides the stadiums. And then you got to pay for parking. It's crazy how it works here in South Philly. You got row homes, pretty little row homes. And what happened was back in the day when they built these houses, you know, there's no backyard in South Philadelphia, or if there is, it's very small. So there's no back driveway. So the houses are only meant to have one car. So you get one car in front of your house, one car in front of your house. But then the American family got bigger. And then it just got out of hand. Too many cars. I hear you. I hear you. All right, this is the Rim Cafe, the French Italian espresso chocolate bar. Ain't that real pretty over here? You got, this is what they call cheesesteak corner. There you go. It's not a video if somebody's not honking. Now this place here, Geno's and Pat's, they're like the most famous things in this area. And it's weird because most locals, they'll tell you, don't go to Geno's or Pat's. But everyone goes there. They have the best neon lights, I guess. You got the King Cannoli. Oh, they got, oh. What they got going on in here? They got like karaoke music? Mexican karaoke, ooh. Oh, it looks like she's having a good time, right? Down here, this is the Ray's Happy Birthday bar. And if you go in this bar with proper ID and you show them it's your birthday, I think you get a beer and a shot. Very cool old-time dive bar. And all the trash. Uh-oh. Yeah, Ray's Happy Birthday bar. There we go. And then we're going to come up to Geno's. You got Geno's here. And then across the street is Pat's. Pat's is the originator. Geno's, they have all these police patches from all around. They used to have pictures. I think maybe they still have. Oh yeah, up here they have pictures of celebrities who came out to Geno's. Everybody's been here. Yeah, across the street. What is going on? And I think Pat's is getting a remodel. And if you don't know the story, real quick, Pat started off as like a hot dog stand, and one day he had like a case, like a package of extra steak meat, and he threw the steak meat on a hot dog roll, and he gave it to some cab driver, and the cab driver came back the next day. He said, "Yo, give me one of those steak sandwiches," and this is Pat's. And usually you order Pat's over here. Oh look, they even got the Rocky footprints are covered up. Oh no. You want to check out their merch? You know. Well, I wonder. I'm not. They almost got me. I'm hungry. I was going to get a cheesesteak. But it's coming out of a food truck. Huh. That's wasn't that something? Wow. Oh. That's what they're doing. Pat's is working out of a food truck while they're doing the renovations inside. I guess. Now, if you're ever going to come down here and do it, oh, you know what you do? You come here, you get the cookies from Insomnia Cookies. Very good cookie shop. Highly recommend. They got crazy hours. They're like open till like 2 in the morning. And then you got a pizza shop right down here. Doughhead Pizza. Look at that. You know what? The options are definitely a lot better than they used to be. You used to just come down here and get Geno's and Pat's. And what I always tell people to do is always come with 2 people. And that way you get one from one place and split it, and one from the other place and split it. And you can decide which one's not making the shittiest cheesesteak. Another reason why these places are so popular are the 24-hour convenience. You come down here in the summertime on a Friday night or at like 2 in the morning, you might be in line for an hour. You come now, you pretty fast. I always get, when you get a cheesesteak, you can get whiz, which is cheese whiz. Whiz wit, which is fried onions. I always go American wit. That's the way I go, American wit. I'm friends with a guy named John Bucci, who owns this cheesesteak spot called John's Roast Pork. And he told me that they changed the formula in Cheese Whiz a few years ago. So he doesn't use it with his cheesesteaks anymore. So I would just always go with American and fried onions. That way, you know, it stands a chance of being good. Last time I had a Cheese Whiz cheesesteak, it was pretty bad. I think it was at Geno's too. I don't really think I've ever been in the Italian market this time at night. It's a different type of vibe. You see above me, they have this walkway. It's covered, so if it's raining, it's not a tough experience to go shopping. A lot of the stores back in the day, I don't really think it happens too much on this side. They have stores would have their products outside, so you could shop their stores outside and inside, getting maximum footage on retail space. And that's, yeah. This is the street where Rocky Balboa was running down when he was training, and one of the people threw a tomato at him, or an apple at him, not a tomato. Would have been as cool if he threw a tomato at him. And usually, this is really neat coming at nighttime. These are all lined with produce, and or they'll have, yeah, it's mostly produce markets, and then they'll have like nuts, and some places like down here, this guy has seafood, and they have all types of seafood inside here. Well, I hope they clean that out better. And then this is a good butcher, and when me and Cheryl first started going out, we would come down here every Saturday. And then the parking it just gives me too much agita. Look at this. I said, I don't deal with the parking. You just get the produce at the supermarket. No need to worry about getting your car towed in South Philly. But yeah, look at all these. How many years do you think that piece of wood just sat there? Isn't that crazy? This place here was on the TV show Queer Eye. This guy had a makeover. You see inside? If you look back there, there's a mural of the guys from Queer Eye. And I think the guy started off, he had like one of these produce stands, and then he got a good deal on this restaurant, and he opened up the restaurant. And then right after that happened, guess what? Wah wah, COVID. Oh, you know, I really like this at nighttime. That's what the end goal with the YouTube channel is, to have me and Cheryl travel around the country and see different spots. And I like exploring Philadelphia at nighttime. And I was like, you know, it might be a cool thing to do, is like explore parts of the country at nighttime, and then come back at the day, and then later on the next day, and see what it's like when all the tourists come. Paisanos. I wonder if that's decoration or if that's a real thing going on. I think that's real ham, just sitting in the window. Big pie, $16. Over here, this beige wall used to be the Frank Rizzo mural. They painted over that. Frank Rizzo was a controversial mayor. People love him, some people hate him. This is a poll during, oh, I don't know. They have this event once a year where they have this thing where like get the tomato off the pole, and they grease up the pole, and everybody tries to climb up here. I see videos of it. It always sounds like something I would like to go, but you just think of South Philly and the parking, and no thanks. None for me. See, it's not just Mexican and Italian. You got some sushi ramen. There's a pizza place. This is George's. I had their cheesesteak recently. It was fine. And pizza. This bar right here is a pretty funny name. Oh, I find it humor in it. 12 steps down. You go 12 steps down and you're at the bar. Sarcone's Bakery. I had to see it. Down here is the oldest Italian market. The oldest Italian restaurant in America. Right here, it's Ralph's. I've never been. America's oldest Italian restaurant, Ralph's. I hear they have meatballs the size of your head. And this is my favorite bakery. I love their bakery. Love their bread. And down here is supposed to be one of the best cheesesteaks in the city. It's called Angelo's. Are they open on Sunday? That's these South Philly places. That's how good they are. They don't have to be open on Sundays. So. They close at 7. Okay, I was a little late on my start. 11 to 7. This place here, I always say John's roast pork is the best cheesesteak. But people tell me Angelo's is supposed to be the best cheesesteak in South Philly. We'll see one day. Every time I go there, they're either closed or I never have enough cash on me. And they don't take debit cards. And then I get pissed. I'm like, why don't they take debit card? But of course they have an ATM. That's my rant every time I go there. Of course they'll have an ATM. They'll take the fee. All right. Well, make sure you hit like and subscribe. And I'll sail with you later. Toodles!